What's happening, plebs? We are out here with a YCS Prague pre-stream. I'm joined by, let me just get this list up really quick. We've got Tom Waterbiscuits here, who, I don't know if you guys know, but he's hung around with a lot of pro players. Like he's drank with them. He's definitely, like, you know, been there, like, with Billy Brake, like in the same room. So, you know, he's obviously got a lot to share with us today. Duncan, standard X3 player. YCYGO, Team PPM representing. He's not retired yet, but the team might be. Jordan, search and restrict every game. You know, we really out here. And of course me, being terrible at this game. And yeah. So,
what about our friend Bread?
Yeah, the
new player.
We have a new player to the team here. Bread, would you like to introduce yourself to the stream?
Hi guys, I am Bread. Look, I'm new to the game. I'm really looking forward to playing at YCS Prague. It's gonna be my first Premier event. I'm really looking forward to try my best, see if I can do well, and bring it home.
Bring it home. Bling blau.
Bling blau. You know, like that is the credo of us players that believe that player preference is definitely a thing. We don't have to feel subject to playing these meta calls or whatever you guys call them. You guys are such tryhards. So we're just gonna try our best out there, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do it with our own individual flavor. So
yeah,
let's have some fun.
Your old friend Brad, because Brad retired.
Yeah, we just want to clarify for the stream that this isn't Brad. This is Bread. 25 also gets Bread banned. Just mid-stream.
I heard some negative things about that guy. I hear he talks a lot of shit. So, but I am looking forward. to the 1v5 Iron Man. You know that. I hear he's gonna take down Michael State and all 4 Calvin to hands. I want to watch that. I mean, if Spoofy's watching, you know, or like Machado, you know, you want to pick up some new players. I mean, that's going to bring in some views. You know, think about that YouTube money.
You know how when these pro players top, they get paid by their team, right? Do you think Calvin Tahan gets paid 5 times?
He gets paid different amounts depending on which persona topped.
Right. Okay.
Or more like. You know, he'll go up to him and go, "Hey, Spoofy, what the fuck, man? You paid the different Calvin. You know, you paid him like 50
You paid solid Calvin. I'm liquid Calvin."
Oh, that gobshite! You told me that naked Calvin, fucking
I can't get them all mixed up. I don't even know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah, let's move on.
Moving on. There's a little introduction there. In all seriousness, we just came off the back end of our ARG Atlantic City, and that was a pretty big ARG. I think like 300 plus players, 350-ish.
Yeah, it's the biggest one in a while.
Yeah, it's reaching 2014 levels back in the day, and they played a lot of Zoo. I think what was like 10 out of like 16, 12 even was like. Trying to think of the non-Zoo decks. It was one Infernoid, 2 Metalfoes.
10 out of 16.
1 Infernoid, 2 Metalfoes, and 1 Invoked. So that's 12 out of 16.
There was an Invoked win, which was there not?
Yeah, Invoked, Infernoid, and...
There was an Invoked.
And 2 Metalfoes, so that's 4 decks.
As well.
No, Zoo.
No, there wasn't. There was only 1 Invoked variant.
I remember specifically there were 10 Zoo, because 7 of them played Black Sheep, and the other 3 did not.
Okay. Alright. A lot of Zoo, right? So we're looking about like the 10 to 12 area. 10, 11, 12, one of them. So, yeah, a lot of Zoo, and... yeah. I guess the first thing to talk about is Zoo, really. Let's just begin there. Why did that? What do we expect really going forward? Are we just going to see the same builds, like copy paste, or do you think there's really anything more to innovate? Because as you can notice, there was no Kaiju Zoo whatsoever, not a single Kaiju Zoo deck topped. Some of them were citing a Kaiju engine, but no Kaiju Zoo decks topped, basically. So.
I know the winning list. Cited a 6-card Kaiju engine, but I'm pretty sure like. A lot of people played the Black Sheep variant, but my impression from that is that for Prague, because it's such public knowledge that it won't be played, or it will be heavily prepared for. Like main deck DD Crow could end up being a staple, but then this could be a thing where people, you know, predict that, so they just won't make the deck less susceptible to DD Crow.
You're pretty knowledgeable for your first event.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I've been watching a lot of Michael State's videos. guys, come on, like, one of my favorite players, one of my 5 favorite players, naked Calvin DeHaan, came second at the ARG. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have to learn something from that guy. I mean, he's so influential. I mean, if anybody should write a book, it's one of those 4 guys.
I feel like any opportunity for this to have been a serious video was already went off it with. To be honest.
I forgot what we were talking about, but
I told you. ARG Atlantic City.
Okay.
Black Sheep.
Yeah, Black Sheep. In all seriousness, I don't know if any of you guys watched the finals, but it was complete. It was the most uninteractive game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've ever seen in my life. It was like, win the dice roll, go first, Black Sheep combo, set 3, pass, opponent loses, and then he does the same thing to him, and then player A does the same thing back, and then player B does the same thing. Now they're 2-2, player A won the dice roll, he does the same thing again, and wins the grand final. That was it. That was the ARG.
Here's what's going to happen to try and counter that. People are going to play hand traps. Or they should play hand traps, because it's the only way. If you get Black Sheep combo without having a hand trap in your hand, you are going to lose. It is just proven through all the games that have happened. You have to be playing hand traps in your deck. Obviously, you're already playing Maxi. If you're playing Ghost Ogres, that's not enough. You need to play more. You're playing DD Crow, Flying Sea. Play as many hand traps as you can throw in that deck. Board wipes don't matter. They draw 3 cards. I think board wipes might see less play. Because they're drawing 3 cards, they're going plus like 4. Dark Calling an Emerald and a Trident doesn't make that much of a difference.
I'm going to break the Prague format. Give me 10 minutes and I'll get it here.
Fucking hell, that was a bold statement.
Duncan's just gonna play a deck with like Retaliating Sea, Maxi, Flying Sea, Ghost Ogre, DD Crow.
And confronting the sea.
Confronting the sea.
Let me do this.
Okay.
Wasn't like a bunch of people maining DD Crow for ARG like quite a
Yeah,
few?
so some people had already figured that out, like Fraser and Calvin, they were maining DD Crow, probably expecting everyone to be playing Black Sheep combo. And they probably won a lot of matches with just like holding DD Crow, waiting for the northern target DD Crow game.
You do it on the Tiger Mortar. That's a blowout.
Oh, they don't reattach in that combo.
Yeah, you do, because you have to reattach.
No.
Otherwise you end up with 2 broad balls in your graveyard at the end of the combo.
No, because you can emerald back the first one you refuse,
can emerald back
substitute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you put the Northern back in. Oh,
Fuck.
You do that
Fucking
with
hell.
substitute.
Plus, it's better probably to do it on the northern target than the Tiger reattach, because then they get a Trident, whereas if you do it on the northern target, they end with literally a Norden and nothing else.
Whoever just spoke is dumb. Oh, BK.
I thought, because I was just thinking from when Jeff did it last week, and I saw that he was putting back the Northern, so I just assumed that like that's how they're doing.
Yeah, but Jeff
they
won
can do it
11
that way.
die rolls.
Yeah,
and,
they can do it that way.
so.
You can do it that way, so you put a broad bill back with Emerald, but I think it's like hitting the northern target is probably more devastating.
Were they not? So they don't use instant fusion. They just use the fusion spell.
Yeah, I saw like from ARG Atlantic City, I think 2 decks like played instant fusion, but I think like it was 1 instant fusion in both cases.
I think you need to go and do some research from the best, Beaky.
My bad.
You need to hit up some of them to hand
So-
in.
This is something I've been seeing quite a lot of on like the YouTube videos. People are talking about the Black Sheep combo. A lot of people don't know what it is. Isn't there like videos out there?
I think most of the casual players maybe aren't really aware of it quite yet.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I feel like all the pros probably know.
Go and watch Simo's video.
Here's a question then, right? So, because this combo is really well known now, and like everyone's playing it, would you rather play that combo because it's such a blowout going first, or would you rather play like a deck that can go first or second and try and like have that that compromise, in the middle? Would you either like just try and shotgun first as much as you can, or try and have that balance or consistency, first or second? Because I as far as I'm concerned, like with Metal, when I played Metalfoes, like I built my deck to go first, so I wasn't really trying to like make up for the fact that I might lose die rolls at that point. It's like what Marcelo did with ABC. You know, he thought this deck can only really go first, so I'm only gonna like aim for going first, and then my sideboards kind of mitigate that fact afterwards. So with that in mind, would you guys agree that that might be a better way to play the deck and just play the black sheep combo regardless?
I think because
that's what a
everyone
lot
is
of
going to
people
start
decided
maining
to
hand
do.
traps, we could probably just cut the black sheep combo because it's really fragile to hand traps.
Yeah, that was something I was thinking about. With like, if DD Crow ends up being really popular, I really don't think I'd want to play that combo.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about that as well, because if your opponent can actually hold Maxi if they like assume you're playing Black Sheep combo, because everyone is, and then chain it to the fusion sub, so that like they get a draw from Norden, and then you're like in a really bad situation because Norden wants to trigger. You've
See, the
just
thing
used
is
away
that
your
really a bad
Emerald.
situation?
Yes.
Why though? Because you draw
What do
3,
you do?
and they're drawing
No,
3 off Maxi, so you're breaking even, really.
If you activate it in response
they
to activate
draw a lot
Maxi in
more
response
than
to
three.
fusion sub, it's 7 draws from Maxi.
7?
Just from the in response to fusion sub. There's the Norden, the thing Norden summons, the Broad Bill, the Rat from deck, the Trident, the Rat from deck, the Emerald. It's 7.
And they all
If you
fall
chain
down.
Maxi to fusion sub. So it really puts you in a bad situation. So if people are holding Maxi because they know people are playing sheep, might be a good reason to cut sheep. People
the
could
thing is,
misplay
like-
thinking you're playing sheep.
I mean, it's the same way. It's the same end result if they just did the combo normally. So like, if you hold Maxi for like a Tiger Mortar detached special from deck, they could Norden, so that's 1 summon, and then Norden effect, that's 2 summons, and then Dryden is 3.
Okay, so they pass with a Dryden, a Rat under a Dryden, and a Norden.
Yeah, but like they've still resolved the Emerald, and they
Plus
still
2
resolve
from
the
Maxi.
fusion, and they still resolve the fusion sub. No, actually, they don't resolve the fusion sub.
They don't resolve the fusion sub
Yeah.
because the Norden's on the board and you're getting 3 draws from a Dryden. That's really good.
So holding that Maxi seems like optimal now. But then again, you
It's
probably just
really
get
good.
You could just get next level. So like they summon Rat, they go Boar, they go Tiger, special from deck. You hold it, and then they go into Broadbow. They special from deck. You hold
And then
it,
they search Whiptail.
and then they search Whiptail, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that is that is something that I would think would be good if you don't play Black Sheep. Your opponent just holding Maxi, thinking you're just going to go Black Sheep.
Yeah.
And then
The thing is,
they search the whiptail and then they realise they fucked up.
yeah, but the thing is, like, it probably makes more sense to just try and get like 2 draws off Maxi rather than like holding it in the event, in like, you know, in case they may play the combo. Like if someone says like they either did a Tiger Mortis, you know, summon for like Rap here, or they did like Barrage, you know, like, you know, really necessarily, it doesn't necessarily make sense to like hold that Maxi, you know, just so that you can get like 1 more draw.
You should check this.
Is that a replay or a deck?
He probably just sent you a deck with like 40 hand traps
Yeah,
in it.
I've loaded it in. I'm gonna check it out. Right, stream. Let's have a look here. So what was it called? It's called Zoo Hand Trap Turbo. Okay, let's see. 3 Rat, 3 Whiptail, through Blade.
And twisted traps in the end phase if my traps are all
Right.
in my hand.
The Speedroid engine, 3 Flying Sea, 3 Ghost Reaper.
Oh wait. I forgot Speedroid Minko.
Okay.
That's a hand.
What the fuck? Is
3
this?
Ghost Reaper, 3 Ghost
Right, you
Ogre,
also forgot your Herald of Purples, your Herald of Greens, and your Herald of Oranges.
3 DD Crow,
Shocking.
3 Droll and Lock, 3 Swordsman of Revealing Light. What does this guy even do? Oh, is that just a bad Menko?
But fun
Duncan.
fact, I had that thing summoned against me in the first round of Euros in 2015.
Right.
And 2
keep talking
Veiler.
about
Oh,
Prague.
okay, 2 Veiler. To see sometimes, but not all the time.
Duncan, how the fuck are you summoning Norden in that deck?
He's siding
Oh.
the fusion sub combo.
Oh, yeah.
Here, you Duncan's actually thought this through way too much.
Oh my god, wiretap!
Right.
Bling blow! Bling blow! Bling blow!
Okay, stream. I'm gonna take this deck for a whirl on rated just now. So you guys keep talking. I'll just give this thing a shot. All right. Let's see. All right. Simo's in the chat. The thing is, you have an 8% chance to open Rat. I think that was meant to be 85.
88.
85% chance to open Rat, which means you have the
85.
Black Sheep combo, whereas your opponent only has a 33% chance to open Ogre, 23% to open Maxi, 51% to 88. So the chance you pull the Black Sheep combo off is still incredibly high. But what we're saying is like DD Crow is now in the mix.
Unless
hand traps, right?
Here, oh my god, guys, I just opened Reaper, DD Crow, Flying Sea, and Momorat. Like, this hand's amazing.
We lit boys.
This is why you're not against Zoo.
Simo's message was incredibly, like, almost misleading. It was just like this massive paragraph. Like, oh yeah, Black Sheep combo's viable. Unless you factor in DD Crow.
I guess he missed the first part where we talked about DD Crow.
Hmm.
So, yeah, DD hand traps seem to be the way to go going forward.
Yeah, we're thinking maybe quite a lot of hand traps at
What-
Plus,
Prague.
So other
Yeah,
than
plus,
Atlanta having the frog deck win, there was only 3 frog decks that topped. One of them was like 60 cards or something ridiculous like that. That deck did nothing at the ARG. So, I don't know,
One topped.
at the ARG?
Yeah.
No,
I
there
think
wasn't
so.
any frog. I took all the deck lists, there was no frogs.
Okay.
the other thing is the better thing about probably stacking up on more hand traps as opposed to, like, say, real traps is, like, some people are bad and they like to main Twin Twister. So
Most people are maining Twin Twister, actually.
Duncan,
Yeah,
can I just say
probably.
this is ridiculous?
What?
I don't know how my opponent can play through this.
They can't. Oh, this is where you're playing against barriers then or something.
Please use all hand traps in one chain link. Alright, yeah, frogs. Anyone here played frogs extensively?
not extensively.
I think Jordan's probably the only one who's played it most.
I played Frog Zoo. I've never actually played pure Frogs before.
I've played against it extensively.
I'm pretty sure, like, that deck is the same concept still applies. That, like, it was an invasion format, which I didn't play because I'm new to the game.
You were talking about Metalfoes earlier. Keep the consistency up.
Yeah, but he's just speaking about it theoretically. He didn't actually play.
Yeah, like, you know, that Bread cunt kept talking about, like, you know, Dragon Rulers. He never, you know, played Dragon Ruler formats, so I don't know where he gets his ideas from. But yeah, it's still the fact that that deck is terrifying as shit, and the fact that it snowballs in momentum. Like, I think, like, successfully summoning an Opobenia, or, like, just even a Toad alone is, like, enough to sort of, like, steal wins. And, like, I don't know, like, Lost Winds is being hyped to fuck as well.
So yeah, while we're talking about Paleo, a lot of the Zoo decks that topped were playing Denko and or Decree. Like, some were playing both in the
Here,
side deck.
can I just
Like,
say my
everyone
opponent
at this
activated
event was
Upstart and
really
I've
scared.
changed Droll and Lock.
Wow.
Also, some of the decks were mainly X-Rays in Universe, and so, like, you set all your Paleo traps and then Universe into Gagaga and Heavy Storm you for 5 and then...
Shit, misclick.
Hello.
I don't. I didn't check. Were people playing the Caliuga, or was it just
The people
Flare
that
Metal?
the people that mained it played both.
Alright, okay.
I think
Okay.
some people that sided it only played one.
So
of
people at this event were far more prepared for Paleo than I think people at Atlanta were. And that will probably carry on over to Prague, so there will probably be quite a lot of preparation in people's side decks and main decks for Paleozoic.
Which I think is, like, good in the sense that I don't... So, like, some of the... If you know that, like, I don't think you have to actually, like, account for it yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if who's, like, Red Road of the King and stuff, but, like, one of the things that's in there, and I don't know, I think it was, like, kind of common knowledge anyway, was you don't have to, like, prepare for every matchup. You kind of just, like... If a matchup is expected to have a very low representation, so, like, let's say we assume that, like, Paleo is having no representation, we don't account for it, and then we face it, we're effectively allowed 2 losses throughout Swiss. So, in the very unlikely circumstance that we do face it, and then we lose, you know, it's not like an all loss either. I'm just saying, like, if we lose, that's fine, because we've had one loss against, like, we weren't expecting to play against, but we still have one more loss before we get to top cut. So, with that in mind, you don't necessarily have to, like, overly prepare for the deck anyway. I think it's just because of, like, Atlanta that was a thing. And there's, like, I think other options as well that, like, inherently hit frogs. So, like, you know, if you wanted to, you could side, like, DD Crow. Again, DD
People
Crow.
main deck DD Crow anyway, and DD Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, DD Crow could, like, destroy Paleo.
So, next deck, I guess. Metalfoes did okay at Atlanta.
Yes. But the main thing about Metalfoes is Balbabin.
Yeah, so that changes everything for us.
I'm just wondering if anybody will have been able to test it extensively to the point that they figure out the perfect build. Like it won't be quality tested as much as people might like it to be.
Extensively is going to be hard since Babylon got announced 3 days ago. So the amount of testing is going to be limited on that deck unless people have already theoried it, with not even knowing that Babylon was coming out, which is just extremely unlikely. So if a deck is constructed that is good with Babylon, it has to be done in a week and then tested extensively to fine tune it in a week. So it is going to be quite hard.
And then those players who have tested extensively will have to go out of their way to get the card from the vendors. So
I don't think that's as big as an issue. If they really want it, they will get it.
No, of course, but I still think that it's effectively an obstacle. It could be some form of variance, or where somehow it's been bought out by players that haven't maybe tested it as much, but they just want to have those cards for that event in case they themselves want to play it. But yeah, I don't really see Metalfoes having too much of a representation for this event anyway. I think maybe in future, because in future people will have more time to test the Barber Boon, and we also get Astrograph Sorcerer, and Astrograph Sorcerer is actually a pretty quality tech choice in Metalfoes, I think. So
I expect to play against Metalfoes at Prague at least once.
I think it's going to have too low. It's the same thing with Paleo. It's going to be a very low representation. So it's honestly better to more account for the broad spectrum stuff. I expect about 80 to 90% zoo, and then probably 70% pure zoo, and then 20% zoo variants Infernoids. I think Infernoids will have quite a large representation. So
I think many people can play Infernoid.
You think they won't?
Oh, what's that deck done?
Yeah, let's talk about that deck. So
I went through every YCS Atlanta profile and see the amount of people that said something along the lines of, and then I sided 3 Lancia, 3 Iron Wolf, and Infernoid and didn't play any. It's actually amazing.
I heard that a lot as well, actually, from all the profiles. It's always just 3 Lancia for Infernoids, didn't play any. That is all the profiles.
Yeah. It just
representation is really low for that deck.
Those cards are good against Invoked though, as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Point out how Nadir still hasn't won that game yet.
Oh my god, he keeps
Shining Angel
stalling.
Turbo.
He's also playing Pet in the Dark Clown. It's insane.
Did you just not attack directly with Borbo when he's on 200?
I have no idea why, don't ask. Oh shit,
You
donation.
literally just playing every hand trap.
Dr. Pendy with £15. Make Metalfoes great again.
Hashtag Metalfoes
Well,
great
thanks,
again.
Barbu.
Thanks, Bayo Barbu.
So are you playing every hand trap in the game, plus Zoo?
No, there's not space. There's about 45 different hand traps I checked.
Of course you did.
So the only thing holding you back is space from playing more?
Yeah. And half of them are dumb stuff, there's some stupid plant one. It's all Psycho Reader, Elephant Statue of Disaster.
Hey.
Elephant statue, I don't know what that is.
One of the Resonators is a hand trap. There's 3 separate Herald ones. Hainwata, I think it's called Hedgeguard, the stupid plant.
Oh yeah, Hedgeguard, I know about that.
I thought you were about Rose Archer. I was like, hey, how do you know that was a good card?
Over half its attack.
Yeah, there's at least 3 Mech Lord ones. There's
Are you playing Skullmeister?
No, he's not playing Skullmeister or Necro Main King. There's the Performapal and a Performage one.
Battle Fader?
And Raincoat.
Oh, the deck should be playing Typhoon. That's actually good.
Here, Duncan,
Okay.
can you actually make this deck a little bit better? Don't play the fucking shitty battle swords revealing light, dude. I feel like I actually want to play this for a laugh.
That stops the Samurai OTK.
That OTK never happens.
Or they just attack you with a Trident and you stop the attack and pop your Trident all at once.
Okay, so let's talk about Infernoids.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention something about Gagaga Samurai, but I will talk about that later.
Okay.
So, why do you think people have dropped Infernoids?
It's
Really?
a very high variance deck, I guess, and it can.
It's not consistent enough.
Yeah.
Can also
In
be very
the
overwhelming.
simplest term.
It can also be very underwhelming when you don't have long mowing.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, and even when you do have one wing, I've noticed they mill 20 cards. See, most of the time, 12, 14 of them are spells.
Yeah.
It's just Void Feast that I think is good. Like, I don't think Lawn Mowing's all that cracking, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah, Void Feast is the most broken thing about that deck, and Fairytale Snow.
Yes, I was about to say Snow does help, like in that.
Oh,
situation,
yeah.
But like, it still just has a lot of like problems when grinding out a bunch of the times. That's just the problem.
Yeah.
Snow and then ending the game before they can make you banish all your stuff. So you maybe get 2 or 3 uses out of the snow, and you've got to win by that time.
Yeah, and also the thing with DD Crow being mained is the fact that, yeah, sure, like, Snow is broken and the fact that you can do it twice a chain, but the fact is, if DD Crow is really common, you effectively have to banish 14 cards to resolve 1 Snow.
Or they can go end phase Crow your Snow, you have to summon
you have
it,
to chain it then. Yeah.
Yeah.
then they just do their play.
Duncan, is this deck playing a Reaper target for Cyber Dragons?
No,
Fuck you.
I actually thought about trying to find a way to play a rank 5 in it because you play Drolls and you can Durandal Droll people, but no, it's not.
Oh shit, I just
You
realized.
thought about it, you built it like 5 minutes ago?
Huh?
Flying see him, right?
Nah, I'm next leveling it, I'm using it, I'm saving it for the Ghost Ogre.
So,
Right.
what I wanted to mention about Gagaga Samurai, like, it's more of a kind of a testing thing, I guess.
Why would you Ghost Ogre that?
God, he's going to bring out Cyber End Dragon now. Over.
Awful, Nadir.
How many people...
No,
Focus
yeah,
on the,
probably forgot
the
about that
discussion.
effect.
Yeah, guys. No, people still like Gagaga Samurai. I feel like the card is like has only ever been relevant or necessary in say like the Kaiju variant. I don't know if how many times it's been used with other people.
All the non-Kaiju variants that topped ARG are playing Gagaga Samurai.
Yeah, it's in the Pure Z version as well.
Yeah,
It's not,
every single deck let's put Gagaga Samurai.
Yeah, okay. It's just something that like throughout all of testing, it's
It doesn't come up a lot, to be honest.
Yeah,
I noticed that some that play Instant Fusion play the Utopia package.
I don't know how to find a room. You know what I mean? Like,
There is room.
probably, but like I don't know. It feels like you gotta like, really...
3 spaces.
Yeah.
You get 8 zoos, you got 2 emeralds, 2 rank 3s, you got 3 spaces.
The other thing was I want to talk about was going back to YCS Atlanta with the 2 of the top 4 decks. I'm pretty sure. I know that Chase played 3 Dryden, and I don't know if Cody played 3 Bull, but I wanted to know like that's something that I've been considering. Like the fact is, when you get to like the mirror match, I'm pretty sure more names in deck and extra deck are really impactful. So like I just want to know. I wanted to know what people thought on like the triple of each name.
So I'm just laughing at the fact that Bread is a really new player
Yeah.
and has a lot of testing done.
Typhon said that as well. Brett has done a lot of testing for a really good player. He's
Guys,
results.
Are you calling him Bread because he's going to be banned?
He's not Brad. That's Brett.
What are you talking about, Sam?
His name is Brett.
We're yeah, no.
Brad's retired. This is Brett.
I've been sat in a room with some of the best.
Oh god, no, don't go there.
Michael,
No, unfortunately, he rejected the invite. I mean, like, he called us a bunch of fucking scrubs and told us, bling blow or something like that, I guess. And one day he'll notice us. I mean, I've sent, like, I sent messages to the card guys, like, I know I'm new, but give me a shot, please. But I guess I gotta win Prague to get Spoofy and, their attention.
You know what, Brad? I think you're going to do well in this game. I think you'll top your
Brett,
first
you seem
regional,
really knowledgeable.
unlike
for
this Bradley
first ever
Hayward
Premier
guy.
event.
Do you know Bradley Hayward sucks so bad he topped his 10th regional?
I mean, I'm not about spitting venom, guys. I'm all about giving players their fair shot. We can't hate on him for not doing so well.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
sure.
definitely have to upload Brad's rant now so that this video makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if he took it to his 10th regional at the top, that's fair enough. I mean, if he sucks dick, he sucks dick. But we can't be spitting venom about him. You know, like, it's kind of ironic. You know, he talks so much shit about Michael State on Calvin to hand, but that guy sucked a dick. Anyway, can we get back to the discussion? I feel like that's going to be far more productive.
Alright, what deck next?
Okay.
Have we done all of them?
We've done most of them, yeah.
No, wait, water. Like,
that's not a deck.
He's new, okay? Leave him alone, he's new.
Cool. Hey, yeah, come on, guys. So be positive.
Deep Sea Diva and you win.
No, like, but did you see that Vinny Silverman thing against Mike Albanese, where like he literally rinses, he does like this fucking stupid board in a turn, and
rinses, I get it.
Ha! Water. LOL. Yeah, he like literally wins like on his first turn effectively. But I just thought that was pretty insane, and it was like all of the Diva is effectively the Zoo combo, which was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Diva like someone's Goyo Defender, which someone's another Goyo Defender, and another one. Diva is nuts, but Diva is one card.
Yeah, I guess.
Board, one Bahamut Shark.
Yeah, but one-offs are fine, right, Brad? Brad?
Yeah.
Pardon?
One-offs are fine, right, Brad?
One-offs, do you know what? Player
Your preference, yeah.
It's all about playing what you think is right for you, and I bet even if it was at 2 or 3, one's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Why am I here?
Let's move on. We've finished all the decks. What else is there?
Did you talk about Wind Witch artifact?
Oh yeah,
no,
Invoked variants, that's kind of relevant.
Yeah.
I actually think
one of them
Invoked's
topped
really
the energy.
underrated.
That deck's pretty.
And it went XO at Atlanta.
Yeah.
It won the Master Regional.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm going to say this. I don't think Winwich are very good, and I think most people would agree with me. Since free garnets and all that.
Yeah.
I actually think Invoked. I think Invoked as an engine's like really underrated right now. I think everyone's going on about like how terrible it is. And
You're basically playing 3 Terratop and 3 Taki Tomborg in that deck.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to light bricking at Prague.
Invoked Mythical Engine, it just adds normal summons to your deck, and it takes a while for the whipping the thing to gain any advantage, if that makes sense. But you have to Alistair and then summon and then add an Alistair several turns in a row before
It has a great grind game once the fusion engine is going. But like strike and debarrier shit on it just as much as every other deck.
Alice on Alistair.
Plus, the whole main deck DD Crow thing again comes up with
Invocation.
Invocation trying to put itself back, or when like Invocation tries to resolve. There's different instances because like that is the recursion with other fusion archetypes like Shaddolls. The recursion came from like the monsters as well. Like adding back a Shaddol card to adding it to hand and stuff, adding stuff from hand. But it's like the evoke, you just kind of you kill the recursion immediately by getting rid of like either Invocation or letting Invocation hit grave with like debarrier and stuff.
It's like I can activate a 1/1 with an Alistair and then send it to grave to draw 2 cards, and then activate my Invocation and then just get blown away by a DD Crow.
Also, people are just gonna people play Cosmic Cyclone and they'll just banish your Invocation from the activator as well with that.
I'll gravitate towards Twin Twister in the main again, to be honest.
Why?
I don't know, Paleos. I don't know, I just seen a lot of deck lists that use Twin
all
Twister
of the, I think, I might be mistaken, but I think all of the decks that topped ARG that were playing Zoo were playing Twin Twisters in the main deck.
Yeah,
at least the majority.
That's where I kind of got the idea from, that most people play Twin Twister.
Okay, Fraser Smith, yes. This guy, yes. This guy, yes.
Here, this guy's taking the Max E challenge, but what he doesn't realise is I've got Swordsman of Revealing Light in my hand.
Nice. Why didn't you chain Flying Sea? You could have filled his board with a useless card.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
You need to do the the Ghost Reaper on Crystal Wing.
I don't know if I have a Crystal Wing in here, Duncan.
I don't think you're playing a Crystal Wing in your blue deck.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh dear.
I think that covers all the decks.
We're going to go on to what
Yeah.
deck we're playing for Prague now.
Yeah, what y'all playing?
So,
The worst deck.
I'll give my spice out. The purest, most blandest, most vanilla, pure Zoodiac.
Swag.
I mean, I'm excited for that Bradley Hayward guy's Facebook admission of being bad.
No, I heard it was a YouTube admission. Like he's gonna like declare or something, and
I heard he wasn't going. I thought Brad was going.
I hear they might both be there. You know.
Depends who
Yeah.
tops.
What do you mean? Sorry. I think we're both gonna be there. I don't want to bump into him. He talks a lot of shit and he spits a lot of venom. So, I'm just there for fun. You know, I'm just there to travel and make new friends. You know, I'm new to the game and I know nobody. So,
I'll be your friend.
who are you?
Nobody. That's good.
Oh,
Jordan,
cool.
what
We can be nobodies together.
I'm pretty sure I'm just going to play pure Zoo. Boring.
Are you going to play it with this black sheep or without the black sheep?
That is something I am still deciding.
Oh my god, he chained vanities to my Swordsman of Revealing Light.
Outplayed.
Get wrecked.
Outplayed.
Well, not that anyone cares, but I think I'm going to play the Metalfoes deck because
All right,
game.
all right, Jake Quincy.
And apparently I'm nobody, but I'm
Whoops.
playing Wind Witch Artifact.
Sorry, it doesn't spit venom.
Sorry, who is Jake Quincy again? Sorry, I don't spit venom. That is not.
Brad's really
error,
new. He's not
error.
familiar with these names.
What are you
No.
playing, Jack?
I am leaning towards Invoked Zoo, but I'm kind of undecided as of yet. I can't.
If someone gives me a
Quite
Trishla,
like
I
it.
might play Crystons.
Do not
Oh,
play Christians.
not
I'll
playing
be Trishula.
Okay, if someone lends me 3
Did you
Reapers,
sell your Zoo, Nadir?
yeah. Well, it's he's let me play it for Prague, so that's
Alright, okay, that's convenient.
yeah. So I'm selling it after Prague, but yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
can I
good.
give you a Trishula so you play Crestons?
No,
Yeah.
No one,
I have an ulti one, but you're not getting it.
I
You're
will
not playing
give you a
Trishula.
Trishula so you played Crestons.
you all have Trishulas, we're just not giving you them.
No, I will.
No.
Oh, please.
Wait, what if I make a straw poll? Because like I do have access to a lot of decks, right? There's a lot of people
Yeah, I
currently in
swear
the
to
stream.
God, if you bring a Christon deck, it's going in the river with Duncan. Like,
Nadir, just play Minerva. You have a Minerva.
But that's a mission to get a hold of all the main deck cards. I have no idea how to play Minerva. That has a quite a high skill ceiling. I can't play that.
Nadir, straw polls are not legally binding.
Okay, sure, right. Pure Zoo, Crystron, Metalfoes Zoo.
Everyone's just gonna vote Crystron. Like, why would you make that a straw poll?
Right, we'll see what the stream says, okay?
Have you
literally, the last 4 comments have been Christon.
guys seen the amount of chain burn that's being played?
No.
Oh, God.
I don't think it's that large, is it? Yeah,
It's more than it's more like representation than like any other like
Yeah, but
shit in the past.
if you play that for Prague, you're stupid. Everyone's citing Denko and Decree for Paleo now.
That's awful.
You don't even need the side deck stuff as long as you know how to actually play against that deck and just not get stupidly blown out by a Scales of Judgment. Like,
Yeah, like you just don't go +4. It's not hard.
I heard a tale of.
Hey,
I wasn't at Prague last year, you know, because I'm new to the game, and I heard the tale of.
32. Here we go.
I heard the story of a young player who didn't really care. Didn't care for the format, so he decided to enter the event with a Monarch FTK. You know, it was a gimmick. It was a laugh amongst his friends. And against all odds, he made top 32. What a legend! And eliminated a pro play game member.
Wow.
Long Dow. He was knocked out. You know, made him
Wow.
cry as well. I heard.
It's different when you have a 70% chance to win every game.
Here, guys, right, what else am I missing? So Crystron, Metalfoes Zoo, Minerva, Burning Abyss Dolls Zoo, or Pure Zoo.
Paleo.
Paleo, I guess, is a deck as well. Paleo.
Chainburn Zoo.
What?
Chainburn Zoo.
I thought you said Chicken Game Zoo. I was like,
Chamber
what?
makes you go plus. Why would you want Zoo in the deck that you want to just resolve balance of judgment on?
Spirals, Monarchs, Ritual
I'd be
Beasts,
saying what's in the comment.
Chainburn, Despots. Here, I mean, does
Dark
anyone have a
Lords.
Chainburn deck?
No.
I'll hook you up with Chainburn if you play Chainburn.
All right, I'll put Chainburn in. I'll be that guy.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Hey, positivity,
See,
bread.
Since the last time we did that, I can remember doing this, that people voted chicken nuggets being better than McMuffins. I can't trust the results of this straw poll.
Wait, was pizza on that list? Because as long as pizza wasn't on the list, I'm fine with it.
Though I'm not playing Blue Eyes. I don't care if.
Josh. Where's
Whoa.
Josh?
Oh, look at that, 80% votes for Christon.
The entire United States of America could vote for like Blue Eyes, and I would not play it. I hate that deck. I can borrow your Chainburn at Prague. Send me your list. Ooh, spice.
How was Liverpool, Nadia?
Guys, please vote for Chainburn. I actually want to play Chainburn.
Can we play it on stream to get him to control his team? Like, why isn't Nadir talking about Chainburn?
Here, Balance of Judgment
Nadir,
is so good.
How do you? Everyone's playing 3 Denko and Decree.
What?
And Twin
Literally
Twisters.
go to the ARG like deck lists.
Okay.
And there's people 3 Denko, 3 Decree.
Right, let me
2
explain.
Denko, 3 Decree.
Right, you know what the right.
On the ARG list, what would happen in some of your games as well would be you'd set 5, they'd go, okay, in your end phase, XYZ universe, then my 2 guys, summon Calyuga, pop.
Oh yeah, they're gonna main deck XZ Universe.
Some people did.
Well, yeah,
Main
Fraser
deck
Smith, and that was it.
one vote.
Right, guys, this is the thing, right? If I play Chainburn, right, they could play Denko, but do you know what I'm gonna do? Summon Firehand. Next.
I thought you were going to say just use all your stuff in the standby phase, but then they just summon Denko and win anyway because you can't set the rest of your cards.
You got to keep the low key hand text.
Right,
Loki.
I'm gonna vote for Chainburn. Let's see.
Denko is
Like, so
literally auto win.
Ooh, Christian and Chainburn are tied.
Royal Decree is easily out by Dark Snarl or whatever it's called. So
See, the thing
that's
is,
not a problem.
right, if I play Christian, right, no one in that fucking room is gonna be playing Christian except me and like, I don't know, like Duncan's like fucking role model or like, well, protege, like someone who idolizes Duncan, like from YouTube.
Hey,
Duncan doesn't even know what the Christian cards do.
do you know who has a
How
protege?
good they are. That's how good they are. He doesn't know.
Here we go.
Guess who's got a protege?
Who?
Bling Blow.
Chainburn's up by 2 votes now.
Just play Zoo Engine and Chainburn so you can pop Denko. Sure.
Or side into like Helio.
I don't actually kind of mind. I think I'd rather play Christians, perhaps.
It's winning now. It's
Hey,
24 to 23.
There's multiple voting, guys, by the way, if you want. You can pick more than one option. So if you want to give me a serious deck and a joke deck, like, go for it.
I mean, that's a bit late for that now.
I keep on saying Dark Synchro over and over again. I think it might be Mungo Harris.
Probably. I mean, you guys have seen me play Dark Synchro. It's
Oh
not.
god, that was the worst experience of my life.
You make me want to kill myself every time I watch that.
It's not. It's not a pretty
Thing
sight.
is, though, you can get banned from DN for it, but can you get banned in real life?
So,
I'm posting the poll on Zoodiac as well, just to see what everyone
So-
else comes up with.
Do you not think this stream went a bit off topic?
Yeah.
But
So
a little bit potentially.
right.
I mean, technically, you're still picking a deck for Prague, so I guess it's...
Yeah, it's relevant. It's
Yeah.
relevant. All right, so we've got about
Pick a
10 minutes
deck,
left of this specific discussion here. We'll probably keep streaming after. Don't
you make it
Christians
easier.
require skill to play? Yeah, that's kind of the issue.
Do they?
Oh yeah, it does take a lot of like setup and stuff.
thought process.
I mean,
There's like
I
an
mean-
obscene number of decision trees in that deck.
it's got to be something quite interesting if it's given Elliot a boner.
Yeah, it doesn't lose to DD Crow. Next.
I thought it
Yeah,
does.
it does.
It hits the Rion or the... What's the other one?
Citri?
Yeah,
It's
those-
Citri special a guy from Grave, but it hits the ones.
Citri doesn't target. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure Citri doesn't target. Let's see.
Broken.
Broken. Alright, let's see. Citri. During your main phase, target. Oh, okay, never mind. Ooh, sorry. What happened there? Did anyone say something? Anyway,
the
predictions.
comments are pure fire. Who wants to fuck Echoes of Gungnir?
Gonna win.
Yeah, any predictions for? I feel like someone from CCG is gonna win it because.
Well, I'm playing Invoked Zoo, so I'm gonna say Invoked Zoo to win.
Why are you playing that deck?
That's such a loaded question.
You definitely watched my deck profile earlier this month where I said that Invoked Zoo was going to be insane.
Yeah, mate. So
Like,
broken.
it's such a loaded question. Like, you know, you ask us what we're gonna play, and then it's like, what do you think is gonna win? Well, if I say anything else, then I'm effectively saying that I'm not gonna win, and therefore I'm basically wasting my time going to Prague.
Exactly, you got to have confidence. Like,
I mean, statistically, you are wasting your time by going to Prague.
What the? Did that guy just make Librarian and then summon 2 tuners and pass?
Why am I wasting my time going to Prague? I want to
It's
get.
because you have to have variance in your favour, and
We
just
all
speaking,
know
it's not going to
that
be.
Pure Zoo is going to win. It's just not even a question.
Shut up, random Sam.
When did Brad start playing this game, by the way? I think he started
Brad.
like last week.
Bread started about like an hour ago.
Yeah,
a
something
few
like that.
days ago, actually, it was just after Brad got banned from the stream.
Brad just started playing today, you know, and he knows all this stuff about Necros format and
History of the
Watching a
Yu-Gi-Oh
lot of
player.
Guys, Michael State stuff.
History of the Yu-Gi-Oh player bread. I picked up a Kaiba starter deck, watched Michael State videos and Calvin Tahan videos, and I might have. I listened to that Bling Blau song.
it's the worst discussion ever.
And I read the passage from Road of the King that talks about the Flarebert family, and then I thought, "Fuck, I'm loaded, ready to go now." But yeah. Oh, and I also jumped through a bunch of memes on Zoodiac, so I'm now a veteran duelist.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Is there anything else in this discussion?
Yeah, I think that's it. So this is going to be it for the YouTube section. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This was hands down the worst discussion ever. If you're going to Prague, don't listen to any of the advice we've given, especially not Bread's. He's new.
Yeah.
Play 0 hand traps, everyone.
Yeah, don't play any hand traps. Hand traps suck. That's what you take away from this. Let us
Play
win.
1 Twin Twister.
Guys, that is actual bullshit, okay? You're saying that anything I've said is wrong, then player preference, like what you're saying, is not a thing, and you're basically saying that one-ofs, unsearchable one-ofs, are fucking retarded, and you guys are just not taking me seriously, and that is offensive. That's it, I'm messaging you right now.
Right, someone just pay 20 quid to get him banned. So I just want
Ban
to say
Bread as well.
quick shout. I want to just say a quick shout out to the best team in the world, Team PPM. You know,
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, but see if someone pays £20 to get Bread banned.
You need to make another personality.
Yeah,
So-
Liquid Bread.
Liquid bread. That sounds horrible.
Blended bread. No, wait.
He's making
Bread.
multiple personalities.
Crumbed bread.
Oh god. Right. Okay.
Tiger bread.
Thanks for watching, YouTube. This is the Prague discussion. Over and out.
Bling blow. Bling blow.
oh, that was terrible.